Hi, my name's Todd Havener. I work for Ford Motor Company. I'm the Chief Program Engineer for the all-new 2018 Ford Expedition. What you're seeing here is the Platinum Series. So this is the high series. We also have Limited and XLT. What we did initially was focus on the design, because it had been some time since we restyled the whole thing. This is all new. We haven't really done an all new for close to 20 years.
So what's new on this model?
What's new on this one is everything. First of all,
let's start with something.
Let's start with something. It's an all aluminum body. So we carried it over from the pickup trucks, the F-Series. So the front structure is common with F-150, but then rear of the A-pillar, it's basically all unique. Frames are unique, all new though. The whole styling is unique, so everything you see is brand new. One of the things we wanted to do was obviously bring it into a more modern shape, and what we started with really was raising the belt height on the vehicle, so that then the sheet metal to glass ratio was more. So the glass got shorter, the belt came up about 2 inches. And then people would think, well, what do you do for visibility? Well, then we added all the technology, blind spot, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, and so forth. But our visibility is very good. Based on our data, we'll still be very competitive versus the main competitor in the segment. Sleek styling was another key thing. The old one was more of a two-box shape. So what I meant by the front, there was a box, and then this was a big box. So the one other thing we did was we took the roof line and we had it tapered down. Now that does a couple things for me. One, it makes it look more sleek, more modern, and from a styling standpoint, it also helped me with aero. So aerodynamics, we improved by up to 35 counts of CCD. So
that must be better for a gas mileage.
Well, it was just one of the things for then getting the best-in-class fuel efficiency.
Yeah, plus aluminum chassis, which helps
the aluminum,
as well.
we saved up to 300 pounds. The powertrain was upgraded to get more fuel efficiency. We brought in a 10-speed transmission. All of those things help with the fuel efficiency of the vehicle. So again, first thing was styling. Second was then we wanted to make sure that we put in all the features that you could think of. So whether it's driver assist technologies, Sync 3 upgrade, even electronic shifter. You can see here we've changed from a mechanical shifter to an electronic shifter, which is needed as you start doing more semi-autonomous stuff, like a fully automated park assist, which eventually will come in. You need an electronic shifter. Plus it cleans up the whole center and gives you more accessibility to like the media hub, which is right here. And with the media hub, we brought in wireless charging. And we have onboard Wi-Fi as well.
So you just flip your phone inside and at the end of the drive, it's charged.
That's right. And then with the driver assist, we bring in, like I mentioned, bliss and lane keep assist and those features, but also adaptive cruise control with stop and go. We have automatic emergency braking, collision mitigation, all of those things to give you more of a safer feel as you're driving a vehicle.
Let's see the rear of the car.
One key thing then was we wanted to make sure that we added people and cargo flexibility. So the first thing for people flexibility was having a sliding second row seat. Most of the competition is fixed, which is good. Me, I'm a taller individual, 6'3". When I drive, my kids who are tall like me, they don't like sitting behind me when the seat was fixed. So it makes complete sense that you have a sliding. Plus what that enabled is then if you have a child seat, used to you have to take it out and you flip and tumble the seat so people can get into the third row. Now, very simply with one hand, slide it forward, child seat can stay in and you've access to the third row. Now our third row is still one of the most spacious and best seating position in the segment. And what I mean by that is we have good hip to heel. A lot of the competitors, the floor is higher, which cuts off circulation in knees. And this was enabled by having a lower floor, which is due to the independent rear suspension versus having like a solid rear axle. So again, spacious, people flexibility. I can adjust any of these seats fore or aft. So if I want to sit back here on a long trip, but that's not all. In addition, then we added a reclining third row. So if you are back here, you'll see the difference. We get another 8 degrees of recline, which why wouldn't you? So if you're back here on a long trip, this becomes a very nice seating position to be in.
Yes, if you can handle there, then anyone can.
Now in the back, we wanted to make sure that we had cargo flexibility. Of course, power liftgate comes, and with this, we wanted to make sure we had clean lines all of the seats fold flat. One cool feature is these. When people are driving this vehicle and you have people in the third row, a lot of times the kids will leave the third row headrests up. And so what I added here was automatic dumping third row headrests. There's a button up in the IP, it just improves the vision. But what that also does is as I fold these, you'll see they fold automatically.
Nice.
Because what used to happen is you would have to fold them manually. Otherwise they'd hit and you go, crap, I forgot, so then I had to do that. One other thing.
Yeah, this is one button approach and it's really nice.
One other thing we did then was, and then again, everything's one touch. Even the second row seats fold flat as well from back here. One other thing we did is we wanted to make sure we had a good cargo management system. We added friction hinges, so if your hands are full, it stays up. We deepened the tub. You got the jack stowage here. But one cool feature is if you have big objects, we have grocery hooks on the quarter trim, which then this slides into it, creates a rear bulkhead.
Great.
That's not all. This thing can also fold out like a little tailgate. And then the cool feature I really wanted, or we put in here, was a shelf.
That's very nice.
So then you can access the back through the flip glass and compartmentalize your cargo. So again, styling was key. Add packet full of a bunch of features, things that people don't expect that they need, then we satisfy unmet needs like dumping the the third row headrest. And then people and cargo flexibility. Those were the key aspects of
Perfect.
it.
Can you tell us for at the end when it will be available for the US buyers?
The vehicle is in showrooms now. This vehicle here probably runs around $75,000 to $80,000. This is again the high series.